it becomes I, tinier butterfly, and in superlative, tiniest butterfly. So, just now we discussed that when the G is with a common adjective, the adjective G is added, it become double in the comparative and in the superlative form of the positive form of the adjective. Friends, here the big dolphin and here the bigger dolphin, here the biggest dolphin of these two dolphins. Friends, I think do you all understand how we have to change the sentences in the first pattern when they gave the sentences in positive, changing into comparative and superlative. When the sentence is given in comparative, changing in positive and superlative, and when the sentence is given in superlative, the positive and comparative. I think do you all understand how we have changed the sentences. So, here is one trick, friends, that you have to observe, that is in the positive form. In which way we have to identify is when the sentence is start with no other. So, when the sentence is start with no other, it becomes a positive form that we have to blindly remember. So, when the no other and as is present, it becomes positive, and in the comparative, there is a comparison between two things saying that and any other is added to the positive form of the adjective, and in superlative, the most or if the irregular words are came. If example we take that, Bhavita is a good girl. Okay, Bhavita is a good girl. Bhavita is a good girl is, so this is one of the irregular form, friends. We are telling that Bhavita is a good girl, but in comparative form, Bhavita is goodier than Sainath. So, we don't add I, or S to the positive form of the adjective. This is one of the irregular word. So, when the good is present, we have to compare the things with Bhavita is a good girl, Bhavita is better than Sainath, and finally, Bhavita is better in the class of all the students. So, we are compare like this, or okay, we have to know that, friends, when the irregular forms are present, if we take the example of good, it is in the positive form of the adjective. While coming to the comparative, it becomes better. And in superlative, it is best. So, friends, these are the irregular words which confuse us in the positive form, comparative form and superlative form. So, we have to know the idea about this. Let us discuss some of the examples of this. If bad is there in the positive form of the adjective, it becomes worse in the comparative form of the adjective, and when it is in superlative, it becomes worst in the superlative form of the adjective. So, friends, and when many is added, many or much, it becomes more or most. Okay, friends, these three are the examples for irregular words which we are confused in the examinations. Friends, again the one more pattern is remained for us to discuss. Let us know the second pattern. Friends, pattern 2 we are discussing. Before this, let us have a glance on the chart. Friends, what we have discussed just now in the positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree in the pattern 1 is nothing but no other, as is present, than any other is present in comparative, the est is present in superlative degree. But in the second pattern, very few as is present in the positive degree and comparative degree, than many other is present, and in superlative degree one of the is present. So, friends, let us know the pattern 2 examples what they are in. positive form. Very few poets are as great as Tagore. So friends, this is in the positive form. Very few poets are as great as Tagore. So friends, I think do you all observe that in the pattern 1, here the no other is present and nothing is changed here in pattern 2. In the place of no other, very few is replaced. That's all. And in comparative form, Tagore is greater than any other poets. Friends, what we observe here? In the comparative form, Tagore is greater than any other poets. So, in the superlative it becomes Tagore is one of the greatest poets. Friends, let us see here in the positive form of second pattern we used very few as. Very few poets are as great as Tagore, and in the comparative Tagore is greater than and than are added and many other is added to the comparative form of the adjective. Tagore is greater than many other poets, and in superlative Tagore is one of the greatest poet. So friends, when they gave in the positive form, we learned that comparative and how we have to change the sentence into comparative and in the superlative form. Let us do one of the example of this. Very few boys are as bold as Ashok. Friends, this is in the positive form, and in comparative Ashok is bolder than many other boys. Friends, let us see here, very few boys are as bold as Ashok, and in comparative Ashok is bolder than many other boys, and in superlative Ashok is one of the boldest boy. Friends, what he had done here? Here in the positive form, bold is the adjective, and in the comparative form er is added to the comparative form, and in superlative est is added, and according to the pattern 2, here as bold as is present, very few and as is present, in comparative than many other is present, and in superlative one of the is present. So that we can know, while remembering these three things, let us we can know that this is a positive form, this is a comparative form, and this is a superlative form. So friends, let us discuss another one. When in the pattern 2 the sentence is given in comparative form, let us change that into positive and superlative. Comparative. What is comparative? We are comparing the two things, but in pattern 2 let us discuss that. Titanic is bigger than many other ships. Okay friends, Titanic is bigger than many other ships. This is in the comparative form. So let us change into positive form. Very few ships are as big as Titanic. Okay friends, and in superlative, Titanic is one of the biggest ship. Friends, let us see the pattern of this comparative, how the comparative is changed into positive and superlative. In comparative, Titanic is bigger than many other ships, and in positive form, very few ships are as big as Titanic, and in superlative form, Titanic is one of the biggest ship. So that we can know how the comparative is changed into positive and the superlative. So let us take the example one more. Comparative, positive and superlative. Bhavita is more intelligent than many other girls. Okay friends, this is in the comparative form. Bhavita is more intelligent than many other girls. While coming to the positive degree, very few girls are as intelligent as Bhavita. Okay friends, what we are discussing? We are discussing pattern 2, that how the comparative sentence is changed into positive and superlative. In the superlative, it becomes Bhavita is one of the most intelligent girl. Okay friends, did you all understand how the comparative is changed into positive and superlative? Here comparative, Bhavita is more intelligent than many other girls, and in positive form, very few girls are as intelligent as Bhavita. In superlative, Bhavita is one of the most intelligent girl. So friends, I think did you all understand how in the pattern 1 is the positive is changed into comparative and superlative, and in pattern 2 how the positive form is changed into comparative superlative, and how the comparative is changed into positive superlative, and the last thing we had that how the superlative is changed into positive and comparative. So friends, let us know how the superlative is changed into positive and comparative. Superlative, Asha is most beautiful. So here we are writing in superlative. Sorry friends, I did a mistake here. Asha is one of the beautiful girl. So friend, here in the superlative, in the pattern 2, according to the rule of grammar, we have to change the superlative. In the second pattern, it becomes one of the in the superlative form. So in the superlative form, Asha is one of the beautiful girl. While coming to the positive form, very few girls are as beautiful as Asha. And in comparative form, Asha is more beautiful than many other girls. Friends, how we are changing this is, it is in the superlative form. Asha is one of the beautiful girl, and in positive form, very few girls are as beautiful as Asha, and in comparative form, Asha is more beautiful than many other girls. So here we change the superlative sentence into positive and comparative. So friends, I think did you all got it? What is the positive, what is the comparative, and what is the superlative? Friends, let us know again the what is degrees of comparison. It refers to what? These degrees of comparison is nothing but it refers to adjectives being written in different forms to compare one, two or more than two nouns which are words describing the persons, places or things. And just now we discussed that most of the comparative forms are formed by adding s to the positive form of the adjective, and most of the superlative forms are added by adding s to the positive form of the adjective. So most of the comparative is formed by the adding to the positive form, and most of the superlative is formed by adding s to the positive form of the adjective. So friends, when the adjective has more than one syllable, the word doesn't add or s to the positive form of the adjective. So it is the rule that we can't use. So there are some of the examples of these, which these are irregular words that we are discussed: good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, many, more, most, and finally then we have to take the example of this also, friends: thin, thinner, thinnest. There are the three examples of these, friends, what we have just discussed. I think did you all got the idea about this? So in the pattern 1, we learned that in the positive form, when the no other and as is present in the positive form of the degree, while coming to the comparative, it becomes and than any other is added to the positive form of the adjective, and in comparative form, the plus s is added to the superlative form of the degree. Hello?
Hello.
Hello friend, may I know your name please?
Hi friend. Hi, this is your lovely friend TSWREIS from Dharmaram, Nizamabad district.
Oh, it's God. It's a nice pleasure for me. May I know your doubt please, Soundarya?
Yes, Manasa. Can you tell me that superlative form for a little word?
Superlative form?
Yes.
Okay friend, my dear friend, okay. Thanks, that is a nice question and that is a superb question, and my loveliest friend asked to me. Okay, I will tell superlative form. Okay friend, superlative degree. So her doubt is, what is superlative degree? Superlative degree is nothing but, so let us take an example for this. Okay. While showing the chart, I think do you understand more clarifyly and claritily? Okay friends, let us see. Here the Mercury is a large planet, but Earth is larger than Mercury. Here Earth is adding, and Jupiter is largest of these two planets. Here est is adding. Superlative is nothing but it is comparing the okay, the positive form compares only one noun and the comparative form two nouns, but superlative is qualifies the supreme quality of a person, place or thing. Okay friend, I think the doubt is clarified for you. Okay. Okay friends, degrees of comparison. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
May I know your name please friend?
Hello, Swaro.
Hi. How are you? Swaro, may I know your name please?
Hello?
Hello.
I'm Divya Swaro.
You
I'm
are
Divya Swaro
Divya Swaro, where are you from?
from Sundaturti.
Okay, may I know your doubt please?
From Sundaturti, Nalgonda district.
Okay. What's your question, Swaro?
Give some more examples on by using many others.
Swaro, please repeat the question again. Swaro,
For
please repeat.
example, on by using many others.
Using the other. In which pattern? Is it in first pattern or second pattern? Hello friend.
Second pattern.
Second pattern.
Second pattern.
Okay friend, other. Okay friend, thank you. Thanks for calling. It's a nice question and superb question. Then, using than. Okay friend, when we are using than in the comparative form. Okay, just now we discussed one of the example that okay. Butterfly is a beautiful insect. Okay, my dear friend, here butterfly is a beautiful insect. So, friend, I think it is the pattern in second. I think. Okay, I will clarify your doubt in the positive form. When it is in positive form, very few butterflies. So, friend, it is easy to explain. Very few butterflies are smaller than this. So, when the comparative than is used is, my dear friend, than is used when the two persons are compared in the superlative, in the comparative degree. Than is nothing but when we are comparing the two nouns, on that time we are using the than any other or than much other. So, friends, I think do you all understand the class? I think do you all understand the class what I said of degrees of comparison and all? Let us watch the PPT. Degrees of comparison. It is a presentation by me. What is degrees of comparison? Degrees of comparison is refers to adjectives being written in different forms to compare one, two or more nouns which are words describing the persons, places or things. The degrees of comparison is divided into three main parts. Kinds of degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison is divided into three main parts. They are the positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Again here the positive degree is divided into two parts. They are the degrees of equality and degrees of inequality. Positive degree. Friends, what is positive degree? Let us know. One noun, person, thing or place and one quality. Let us watch the example what the above picture is showing to us. John is a tall man. So here what is the adjective, friends? Tall. It is exactly right. John is a tall man. So here the tall is qualifying the John's quality. So let us take this positive degree. Eiffel Tower is a tall man-made structure. One noun with one quality, tall, adjective in positive form. So this positive degree is divided into two types. They are the degrees of equality and degrees of inequality. Let us know what is degrees of equality. The adjective or adverb is in positive form, showing that two persons or things are the same, two nouns having the same quality. The common conjunction is used is as. So degrees of equality, let us see one of the example of this degrees of equality. John is as strong as James. Friends, I think do you all get an idea about these degrees of equality? What is degrees of equality? The person showing the same equality between the two persons is called degrees of equality. Strong, adjective in positive form showing the equality of the two persons. What is degrees of inequality? The adjective or adverb is in positive form showing that two persons or things are not the same, two nouns not having the same equality. So let us take the example of degrees of inequality. What is degrees of inequality? The persons didn't have the same quality is referred to as degrees of inequality. Peter is not as fast as Paul. Okay friends, do you all understand here? Peter is not as fast as Paul. Comparative degree. What is comparative degree? Two persons, things or places are being compared with one adjective or adverb to show that one has more quality or quantity of the adjective or adverb than the other. The adjective or adverb takes er or er to its positive form and is said to be in comparative form. The conjunction than is used to connect in two classes. Friends, let us see the example of comparative degree. A horse can run faster than a dog. I think you all understand what is the comparative degree. Here, just now one sparrow raised the question that why than is used in the comparative degree. So, comparative degree is nothing but comparing the two persons. Okay friends, I think do you all understand that what is degrees of comparison and how we have to use the comparisons in the different forms and all. And thank you and a special thanks to Dr. Aris Praveen Kumar sir while providing a nice facility that's participating in many programs and giving the many prizes to encourage the students and all. Thanks a lot.